Hollywood Unlocked. I want to send some condolences to the mother of Metro Boomin. I think this post should be up. Where is it at? Where's the post at? Wait, am I tweaking? They deleted it? Oh, sorry. Metro Boomin's mother reportedly killed by her boyfriend. So this is Metro Boomin's mom. If you watched Metro Boomin and me and him we haven't been on it like randomly one time he just called me out like yo, like he said some weird shit and I was just like, bro, I'm gonna keep doing my job, okay? So me and him we have no relationship, but it doesn't matter in the story because allegedly and apparently his mom was actually killed by her boyfriend. I haven't really followed him that much because we haven't seen eye to eye. But, in kind of like, looking up a lot of things about Metro, one thing I will say, one thing has been consistent, he's been talking about and praising single mothers and also his mother for a very long time. That's been a thing of his. And I'm guessing his mom was a single mom who raised him. And there's a soft spot for me there because my mom was a single mother after she had divorced my father, and she raised me. And for the amount of love I see in Metro Boomin, not only show single mothers, but like showing his mother, and like always uplifting her, and he was talking about many great things that he was trying to build and sustain with her, giving her purpose in this life. This is very unfortunate. Um, it's I don't even have any more information other than just to say, I send my condolences and rest in peace. To his mom. The Just even the headline alone, her boyfriend killed her, then killed himself. I have to just send my prayers. One of the things that just won't ever be cured, and as much as we talked about some gun control things before, there's some people who are just mentally unfit, and whether they're gonna stab somebody, whether they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and that's the unfortunate part about it. Somebody who is suicidal, or somebody who's in a relationship that's so invested that will kill their significant other and themselves, there's no way to prevent that. There's no way to prevent that. We talk so much about how to prevent certain shit, but we all have to come to the conclusion you don't prevent mass killings by restricting guns. You don't prevent a boyfriend killing his girlfriend and himself by restricting weapons or anything else. Or the only way you control these things is restricting people. And when I mean restricting people, people are unpredictable. By the luck of the draw, some people are going to be crazy. Some people are going to be suicidal. Some people are. It's what free will is. And until the government or whatever power that be removes free will, you will never remove these things from society. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't really stop murders unless you stop people from having free will. When I mean free will, they're restricted to the point that like to be honest, put it like this. The way you could have stopped that mass shooter in Buffalo? It's the same thing we're fighting against. If the government was able to see and use all these algorithms to predict that, oh, this nigga is stacking up on this nigga he's studying. Like, if the government could be Big Brother and actually watch us, like, not saying they don't already, but it's probably for some, national security shit. They don't give a fuck about a mass shooting in one local town. They're thinking about is you planning some shit against the president, right? But if they were allowed to remove our privacy and even free will to a certain extent, where you couldn't look up certain things, you couldn't view certain things, or if you did, you were instantly detained. You ever watch what's the name of that movie? It's a movie with Tom Cruise about people who got arrested before they did a crime, and they use this technology to predict that you're gonna do this murder, so we're gonna lock you up now. What's the name of that show? Y'all should know. Minority Report. That's living in a society that doesn't have freedom and free will. And even though it was definitely incorrect and it was oppressive, it probably prevented more crimes. But the how we live now is it. If you're dealing with a crazy bitch, I watched this one video. Right? Actually, I blame this guy on Twitch. His name is Your Rage. I blame him. Your Rage. This is all you. He liked the video and actually commented on it. Your Rage commented on a video of a nigga who walked in the room and a nigga is fucking his bitch. Like the nigga is donkey fucking his bitch. Now he had a camera in the room. I think it's real. He had a camera in the room, so maybe it was a hidden camera. But maybe that's how he was able to tell that his girl was getting donkey fucked in that particular room. He showed up unexpectedly, and when he walked into the room, he had a knife in his hand, and he just starts stabbing. And I think he stabbed her and him. It looked like somebody was bleeding out at the end of the video. It's very gory. I don't really encourage you to watch it. But the point of what I'm trying to tell y'all, I think my dog is upstairs doing the most. The point of what I'm trying to tell y'all is, y'all didn't meet my dog yet. Anyway, I should bring him down here. The point of what I'm trying to tell y'all is that person snapped. He lost it. And in that moment of, I don't even know if you want to call it a moment of insanity, that might be considered a crime of passion. Who knows? In that moment, he just didn't give a fuck. And he didn't need a gun. Anything he had, if he had a baseball bat, he would have bludgeoned them to death. He was upset that his wifey was getting donkey fucked by another nigga. You can't prevent that. That's why it's always interesting when people are talking about these, like that shit happened in Buffalo is so sad, but how do you prevent a motherfucker from having, when someone feels like that and someone who writes like, I forget, like 150-page manifest, by the time they wrote that down, they're already committed to the fact that they might be getting killed or that they're going to do some crazy shit. Gun or not. If it's going to be, they're going to grab a knife, they're going to build a bomb, they're going to do something. They don't give a fuck. So that's the guns making it easier to kill people. That is true. And hear what I'm saying. If this country was like more like the UK, I could accept it. Where that many people didn't have a gun. It's impossible to get guns out of people's hands now. I ain't even gonna talk no Constitution shit. Put it like this. Nigga, I'm legally permitted to buy one handgun a month. And I've been buying a handgun a month, every month. It's like clockwork. It's impossible. Like if say they called it a recall on guns. I got 27 guns. Nigga. I got so many guns and gun parts, I'm like, all right. Nigga, if I really want to keep something, I'm gonna keep it. I'm just saying America's a lost cause with guns. Actually, most places are. And the thing about the weapon thing is, it sounds good to not have weapons, but y'all can only police it among people who want to abide. And the people who want to abide, they ain't about to do shit with the weapons. You get what I mean? That's my only point. I use Jamaica, for example. We lived in the countryside. Like, usually violent killings when I grew up there was because, like for example, we heard many stories of people getting butchered to death. Like, somebody had their machete and they just went crazy on somebody. How did that happen? Yo, we caught you stealing our oranges. You were trying to steal our pineapple or sugar cane. You feel me? You're trying to steal one of our goats. So when that happened, people do a lot of, vigilante justice. Like they attack the person, it's time to kill him. That's just how it goes. Recently, there's been people who brought like guns that came from the main town area to the countryside. None of it's legal. But completely now, the whole dichotomy has changed because the people with guns who don't care about laws are intimidating, robbing, doing whatever they want to legal, viable citizens. That's the whole point I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all can't talk gun control if you can't have the criminals. The criminals don't give a fuck about that. Somebody says, all right, let me read some shit. Nigga, only thing I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all are in the United States of America and y'all are not a felon and y'all can legally own a gun, please go own a gun. You know why? The motherfuckers who are criminals, they got a gun. They have no qualifications. They don't have to take classes. They don't have to apply. They have $400. They buy 2 fucking Black and Miles. They buy some cheap ass weed and a fucking perk, and they buy a fucking gun, and they getting in your house and they trying to kill you. So I'm telling you now, get a gun if you legally could. Don't listen to the government. Don't listen to Biden. Talking about they trying to like regulate it. A criminal do not get regulated. That's the point I'm trying to tell you. In Jersey, they tell us all type of shit. Nigga, I have a AK-47. They say, well, this got to be pinned here. This got to be this. You got to weld this, that it doesn't break. Okay, we do all that. The nigga who's coming in, he got a Glock with a switch on it. Just remember, I tell you that. You know when Lil Durk rapping about a Glock with a switch? That shit is illegal in every fucking precinct, every town, every municipality, every fucking place in America. But the niggas who want to do some shit, they don't give a fuck. That's the point. All the magazines I got for my weapons, New Jersey statute says you can only have 10 in a clip. Niggas is coming with extended clips, nigga. Niggas is coming with a drum. If they really want to do some shit, they not listen to the laws. You know why I'm listening to the laws? Because if the feds raid my house like Young Thug, they're going to find 27 guns. But when they find 27 guns, they're definitely going to say, oh, all these are legal. He bought all them legally. They're all here legal. What are we going to do? That's the point. I'm legal. The niggas who want to do crime, the niggas who we're seeing hop out of the car and shoot like it's GTA, they don't give a fuck. And those are the niggas I'm worried about. Somebody said, are you going to get rid of the laws because niggas will break them? That's a good question. So you're saying because I'm saying that we shouldn't get rid of guns because niggas are going to have illegal guns, you're saying should we get rid of laws because niggas are going to break them? You're making what's called a non sequitur. One doesn't equal the other. Okay, right? The points don't follow. I'll give you an example. It's a non sequitur because laws, and I wouldn't say get rid of the laws because the laws are here to exist and punish the people who don't follow them, right? Cognizantly. But when you now look at how, first of all, the majority of crimes that's done in America are not punished. They're not caught. And by the way, these days, for example, like I don't want to get too much into like certain political shit. Most places, because we've been on a democratic rule, they've adopted what's called catch and release. A nigga kick your door down, and as long as he ain't hurt you, if he get locked up for that, that nigga's gonna get locked up and then released back into the public till trial. What I'm trying to say is the laws ain't even perfect. The laws are there usually to punish the people who ain't following them, but a lot of times they don't catch them. My thing is you can't delete the guns when the niggas you can't have gun laws banning guns when, bro, you're giving the bad guy a fucking, you're giving him peace of mind that the person who he running up on don't got one. Sorry. I'll never be with a gun laws. I ain't gonna, and by the way, I'll tell you this right now, I'm a hypocrite because before I had all them weapons, I used to be like, I'm gonna show y'all my collection one time. If I do it on Twitch, it's like banned, right? Could I show y'all my shit? Pause. I got a bunch of shit, man. I be buying them like a sport. I'm going to this outdoor range in Pennsylvania soon that I could shoot the sniper rifle. Oh, if I show the bullets, it'd probably be banned, right? If I show y'all a bullet, would it be banned? It's TOS, right? I just want to show you the difference. I'm gonna show y'all 9mm, which is like this, and the bullet that a sniper rifle shoot is this. So this is a 9mm. Look, this is a 9mm, and the bullet that the sniper rifle shoot is this. Nigga. I can't, right? Yeah, I ain't gonna do it. Somebody said I should take rappers to the range. Yeah, I've thought about a show like that. I've really thought about a show like that, except I just know a lot of rappers have legal situations, and it's gonna just give us too much legal problems. That's what happened with Pitchfork and Chief Keef. There's two things I would do with rappers. Three things. I would love to do cribs. I would bring it back in my own way. I would love to do car collection, right? I already have a car page. And the next thing I would do is bring people to the range. All right, you talking about shooting all these ops. Let's see how you could. And we would have shooting contests. Because when I go to the range, I have shooting contests. I have shooting contests with some of the instructors there. Let's do some shit, right? But half of these guys, they probably have records. I don't want nobody be like, yo, Act set us up. That's how rappers are. A rapper will they'll sign the release form. Yeah, I'm coming to do content with you at a gun range. And as soon as they get there, they're going to blame you, be like, yo, Act set that nigga up to get locked up. How did Act not know he was on probation and can't hold no guns? Nigga, how the fuck would I know that? So I don't even try that. You feel me? Somebody said, Act, talk about Trouble's